Today I am going to tell you about how to prepare the statement showing schedule of changes in working capital. First, I'll give you some introduction regarding the preparation of schedule of changes in working capital. Then I'll explain you some example of the current asset and current liability. And after that, I'll explain one problem, and from that problem we will solve statement showing schedule of changes in working capital. So I'll give you some introduction regarding the how to prepare the statement showing schedule of changes in working capital. See, statement of changes in working capital, also known as schedule of changes, is prepared with a view to provide information regarding the changes have taken place in each individual item of current asset and current liabilities, and the impact of each of them have on the working capital as net increase or decrease. The total of such increase or decrease is taken to ascertain the net result, which may either be net increase or net decrease in working capital. So again, I will show you this full information in practically also, but I'll just give you some introduction. So when we calculate the statement showing schedule of changes in working capital, in the balance sheet we just consider what will be the current asset and what will be the current liabilities. We just have to consider about these two things, current liability and current asset. I'll give you some example over here. Some example of the current asset is cash in hand, cash at bank, bills receivable, sundry debtors, short-term loans and advances, inventory / stock, prepaid expenses. So these all are the example of current asset. Now I'll be moving on the current liability. Some example of the current liability is bills payable, sundry creditors, outstanding expenses and bank overdraft. So to prepare the statement of schedule of changes in working capital, we just require two things. One is current asset and current liability. Before going to prepare the statement of schedule of changes in working capital, I'll show one important note, and please, if you want, you can note down this note. When current asset is increasing, it means the working capital also increasing. When current asset is decreasing, it means the working capital is also decreasing. So now I'll tell, this is the current asset situation. But in current liability, when current liability is increasing, working capital decreasing. And when the current liability decreasing, working capital is increasing. Now I'll show you one example. So we will solve the example practically also, so you will understand better. This is the balance sheet. From the following balance sheet, prepare a statement showing changes in working capital. Just we have to consider what will be the current asset and current liability. So in asset side, current asset is stock, debtors and bank balance. In liability side, current liability is sundry creditors and bank overdraft. Now I'll be showing how to prepare the statement. This is the statement showing schedule of changes in working capital. To prepare this statement, we just want to prepare particulars, previous year, current year, increase or decrease column. So here we saw in current asset, stock, debtors and bank balance. So in current asset we wrote stock, debtors and bank. In 2018, if you see, the amount of the stock is 36,500 and in current year amount is 38,000. So here the current stock is increasing by 1,500. So we have mentioned 1,500 in increase column. Likewise, in debtors is 32,100 and in 2018 debtors is 32,100, and in 2019, which is the current asset, debtors increased by 5,900. So in amount of increase we have written in increase column. And bank balance is 4,800 in 2018, and in 2019 the bank balance is decreased by 4,000. I told you previously also, note, when current asset is increasing, we will mention the amount in increase column. When current asset is decreasing, we will mention that amount in decrease column. So here stock is 36,500 and in 2018 stock is 36,500. In 2019 stock is 38,000. So it is increased by 1500. So we have mentioned this amount in the increase column. Debtors in 2018 debtors is 32,100, and in 2019 debtors is 38,000. So it is increased by 5,900. So we mentioned this in increase column. Bank balance is 4,800 in 2018 and decrease in 2019 by 800. So we mentioned this in total current asset. We got 73,400 and 80,000. Now we will be moving on current liability. In the balance sheet, see, we have only two current liability. One is sundry creditors and one is bank over liability. So two sundry creditors is in 2018 43,500, and in 2019 it is increased by 48,400. When current liability increase means working capital decrease. So 4,900 we have to mention in decrease column. Bank overdraft is 9,800 in 2018, and in 2019 bank overdraft is 10,900. So it is increased by 1,100. When the current liability is increasing, it means we have to mention that in the decrease column. When current liability is increasing, working capital is decreasing, so we mention that amount in the decrease column. So now we got the total current liabilities 53,300 in 2018, and in 2019 we got the total current liability 59,300. Now the next step is working capital. Current asset minus current liability, we will get working capital, this working capital. So current asset is in 2018 73,400, in 2018 current liability is 53,300. So we got the current working capital is 20,100. In 2019 total current asset is 80,000 in, and total current liability is 59,300. So 80,000 minus 59,300, we got 20,700. Now in 2018 working capital is 20,100, and in 2019 working capital increased by 600. So here we got increase in 2019. So we have to mention that 20,700 here, 20,700 and 20,700. And now we have to mention rupees 600 over here to balance the same. Now here now increase total is 7,400 and decrease column total is 6,800. So it is increased by 600. So we mentioned 600 over here, 7,400, 7,400. When this 18 and 19 and increase or decrease balance, so it means our working capital is correct. I think this video is helpful.